What is up, guys? Tom here. Welcome back to another Call of Duty Infinite Warfare video, where today I'm going to be talking about was Infinite Warfare rushed in the development? Did they kind of think, oh, we're a bit behind here, we had to do this as quickly as possible? Was the game rushed in development? And there's a few reasons why this is kind of coming to my head, because one, as soon as I got the game, something I realised is there's no proper combat record, and there's also no leaderboards. Like, how are these two things not in the game? Like, surely you'd think they're kind of crucial things. Like, you go, okay, so we've got a multiplayer, what do we need? We need, obviously all the weapons, correct class, all this. Oh yeah, we also need leaderboards, so people can see where they are compared to their friends, see where they are in the world, see all these things. But no, it's not in the game, and as far as I know, a combat record still isn't in the game. I know if you go across to somebody or yourself while in a public game, you can see your KD, but it doesn't tell you everything. It just tells you, like, your KD, win-loss, and a few other things. So it's not kind of that much information, and you could only check it when in a public game, which means it's usually to check other people's, not yours. So that's kind of annoying. You can't, when you're just sitting in menus, just go across your name, or you press your name when you're just in a normal menu, or you get the option to view your gamer card, which, is pretty pointless. It's only when you're in a public game you can look at people's KD. So the combat record isn't really fully in the game, which, it's a bit stupid, if I'm honest, because, a combat record has a lot of stuff in it, like your favourite weapon or your highest killing weapon, highest killing score streak, highest killing payload, medals, KD per gun, and just things like this that I'm sure a lot of people would want to know and be able to find a lot easier. But it's not in the game, and that's what got me thinking: has this been rushed? Because there are a few things, the game, it's strange. Something that straight ahead in my head just clicked. As soon as they added COD points before combat record and leaderboards, it's like, okay, so you're not kind of okay, we're gonna add leaderboards in later. We've not finished the leaderboards yet. That's what that's saying. They've added COD points before adding the leaderboards and the combat record. You would have thought that leaderboards would have a long way before. They should have been in the game from the start, but no. COD points come first. That's just okay, no, it's been rushed. Otherwise, it would have been put in before. It's not that it's, a flick of a switch, leaderboards are in the game. They're not finished yet. Probably neither's the combat record. This could also explain why Modern Warfare Remastered was created. Probably because they realised, oh no, we're kind of behind schedule with Infinite Warfare, and there might be a few people well, not a few people, a lot of people are going to be disappointed with what we're going to create, and it's not going to look good, especially when people want back to kind of the way it was, traditional Call of Duty. What's going to happen now? It's not going to really satisfy many people, especially the ones who wanted kind of Call of Duty to return to how it was. So they probably went, obviously, to Raven and said, could you please, create Modern Warfare Remastered, because otherwise, we're kind of done for, because we're really having to rush. So, obviously, they dragged Raven in, and they created Modern Warfare Remastered. To me, that's the only reason why they would have created Modern Warfare Remastered. If Infinite Warfare had been absolutely fine, the development would have been steady, everything was going well, then I don't think Modern Warfare Remastered would have been a thing, if I'm completely honest. But it would have also made Infinite Warfare a lot better game. Also, I'm pretty sure Raven have also helped with Infinite Warfare, which shows Infinity Ward, are they really capable of making Call of Duties? Because I know I think during the development they had a few problems with the developers and some of the lead developers leaving. I'm pretty sure one of them went to Respawn to work on Titanfall 2. So he kind of ditched them halfway through the creation of Infinite Warfare. So yes, there have been a few issues, but if they continue to kind of make COD games like they have, then I don't think they'll last very long. I think, in my opinion, right now, what they should do is they should go, okay, surely you would thought, okay, so if we give each company or developers, I suppose, 4 years to their Call of Duty game, that will improve the quality by a mile because they can take more time with it, or they can just add more detail. Okay, so what we're going to do for that extra year? Bring in Raven. Give Raven their own year to make their own Call of Duty game, because I'm sure that after making a game of Modern Warfare Remastered, yes, they have had the files from the old game. They've just improved it graphically. Yes, that's true. But I think they're perfectly capable of making their own Call of Duty game. And it would be good. I'm sure it would. I know with Modern Warfare Remastered, they've been listening to community feedback and doing things that kind of the community would want every Call of Duty developer to do. Especially like Sledgehammer, I'm pretty sure they didn't really listen too much. Treyarch didn't really listen that much, did they, in Black Ops 3? Infinity Ward, they've changed a few things in Infinite Warfare, but in previous games, they've not really listened too much. Raven, Modern Warfare Remastered, they did. They changed the things that people didn't like about the game and thought that it made it less like the original, like the XP bar. Although it was kind of a bit ugly, they changed it. People said it's in the when they saw gameplay of it, it wasn't there. So people obviously wanted it back, and they brought it back. They changed it a bit. They made it sleeker and more aesthetically pleasing, but it's back. People asked for it back, and they brought it back. They've also turned options to turn off medals and things like this to make it tailored to kind of your style. If you want it to be exactly like the original, you can make it exactly like the original. People have asked for it, Raven have delivered it. I think Raven are perfectly capable of making their own Call of Duty. Especially, they have also helped with Infinite Warfare, so they know what it's like to make that kind of Call of Duty, so I think they're perfectly capable. And I think having them making a Call of Duty will be much better than Infinity Ward struggling and constantly rushing to try and complete their games in 3 years. So yeah, basically, I feel like Infinite Warfare has been rushed. There's not like that much of an explanation why there's not leaderboards and why there's not a combat record. If they come out with it and okay, it's like this, yeah, I can understand it. But as far as I know, I'm pretty sure it's because the game has been rushed, and they'll probably come out, maybe, I don't know. If they were to come out, they'd probably say, oh, well, we had trouble because the developer left or something. So they had to rush. They had to rush to complete it. This is exactly why they should begin 4 years and bring in Raven. Obviously, don't forget, Raven make Call of Duty Online, so they do know what they're doing. But anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of the video here. I hope you have enjoyed. If you had, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit a like button and subscribe if you are new. And I will see you guys in the next one.